Welcome to Light as a Feather Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for March 1st through the 15th. So first I'd like to start off with channeled messages, and then I will give the cards a shuffle and we'll see what the cards have to say. So for the channeled messages, I received the message of communication is key during this time. Not only what and how you communicate, but also communication received. So they said to be careful with any type of documents coming in, legal documents, any type of papers, important papers, contracts. Maybe some of you are out there are, dealing with legal matters or getting contracts or offer letters for new jobs, anything like that, any type of documentation for March 1st to the 15th. I would just double check it and make sure that everything is right and that you agree to all the terms. Again, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 1st through the 15th. Okay, so I'm going to do the spread a little different this time. I'm going to do past energies, and then like the main energy, and then the outcome. And I'll get some clarifiers as well. Okay, so for your past energies, we have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, basically, if you can look at the picture, he has 3 cups in front of him, but the universe is offering him a cup. He's not very interested in it. Like, oh, big deal. So, maybe you were offered something in the past and you weren't excited about it. Maybe it didn't, the details or the situation wasn't the way that you hoped it to pan out. Some of you could be, maybe refused offers or missed opportunities. Some of you could be daydreaming. It could be a lot of things, or some of you could be feeling sad. But for the most part, it could be like a missed opportunity, or maybe you have an opportunity that was presented to you and it's not what you expected. And that's just, to me, that card speaks about your perception, not necessarily reality. So you might want to, look at that option again, that the universe is going to provide to you when it comes, or if it hasn't come already. All right, so for the bulk of the reading, you have 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Hangman in reverse. So with the 2 of Cups, to me, this is just like basically like crying over spilled milk, and that kind of makes sense with the 4 of Cups. So, crying over spilled milk, like, the 3 cups have spilled, but you're not even paying attention to the cups behind you. So things just didn't pan out the way that you planned it to. And, maybe you're kind of in your feelings about that, regardless if that's, emotional or work-wise. These are cups, so it has to do with emotion. So something affects you on an emotional level, and you just weren't too happy about it. So next you have the 2 of Wands. So with the 2 of Wands, this is the planning stage. So maybe you were kind of knocked off your horse for a second, like, things weren't going the way you wanted them to. And you're like, okay, well, let me just figure it out. Let me come up with the plan. And it doesn't matter which path that you choose. It ends up in the same end path. It's just how you get there. So right now you're planning. You also have the Hangman in reverse. So, maybe, paired with the 4 of Cups, maybe you are feeling some type of stagnation. Maybe you are, looking for some excitement. You're looking for a new routine, Um, you know, something like that. Like you're just ready to shake stuff up, because with these two cards together, it kind of feels like you could feel like you're stagnant, maybe a little detached from a situation, and maybe with this planning, you're looking to, spark things up. Okay. And then for the outcome cards near the end of the month, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could represent your energy or someone around you. And then you have the Eight of Cups. So with the Queen of Swords in reverse, she is not a happy camper. Like I said, this could be you, or this could represent someone in your life. But with the Queen of Swords, she could represent someone that has a very sharp tongue. When she says things, they can be hurtful. You can be honest and not be hurtful at the same time. She could be very opinionated, very critical, all of those things. And it could represent, for some of you, like maybe an absent mother, or maybe not having a good relationship with a mother figure for some of you. And then next, you have the Eight of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, you can see him. He's looking out into the moon, and some of his cups are fallen and some of them are still up. So with this card, you're just, it seems like you're kind of walking away from something. You're kind of walking away from something, leaving something behind, moving on. For some people, it could represent travel. Maybe the offer that you received, it wasn't up to your standards. And even with the Five of Cups, with the Three Cups falling, like emotionally, something is just, I don't know, it's just not agreeing with you, and it looks like you're just kind of moving on from the situation. You're just leaving the cups behind. You're just like, okay, well, what serves me, what doesn't. And whatever the situation that's going on, it doesn't seem to be serving you at all, or at least from your perspective. All right, so for the Four of Cups, got the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, in the recent past, it's you just kind of taking stock of everything. And I'm getting this feeling that maybe you're being a little hard on yourself. I mean, those are 7 pentacles. Those are things seeds that you've planted, investments in yourself, and they're not quite ready yet. But maybe you're not happy with, how fast they're taking to bloom. Maybe you're a bit impatient. And this could be regards into, pentacles as finances. And some of you, I'm feeling like it could be, emotional. Maybe the relationship isn't developing as fast as you would like it to, develop, But with the Seven Pentacles, that definitely speaks of patience. And with the Four of Cups, that definitely speaks of, just being grateful and thankful of any type of blessing, especially if it's coming from the universe, that are coming into our lives. Because even if we don't see it as a blessing, things coming into our life is always a learning lesson. So let's see. So the Five of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, some of you out there could be, focused on finances right now. Maybe you received an offer and it wasn't what you expected, and you're just a little disappointed. Maybe somebody else got the position. Maybe you didn't get it. Maybe like some type of financial situation, like a financial disaster happened. Something that kind of caught you off guard. This could speak to a possible divorce for some of you, and or for some people it's a little bit more extreme, and others, maybe the finances just aren't right. Maybe you had some type of unexpected financial situation happen, and it just hurts you financially, especially with that Five of Cups. So, you know, maybe you do kind of have a reason to cry over spilled milk, but at the same time, you can't stay in that energy. All right, so for the Two of Wands, you have the Hierophant in reverse. So maybe what you're planning has something to do with something that's not very conventional or traditional, and maybe you're kind of like, I don't know how people are going to think about this. Like maybe you're thinking about quitting your job and starting your own business. Maybe you're thinking about doing something that's just not the traditional route. That's part of your plan. And then with the Hangman in reverse, with being stagnant, you have the Two of Wands again. You know, that lets me know that you're really planning. Like, two cards with Two of Wands. So you're planning. You see this guy, he has the world in his hands. So, you know, even though you are feeling a little stagnant, you're just like, you know what, I have to figure something out. Okay, Queen of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that completely makes sense because, you know, there's some type of blockage. And I feel like this, whatever the situation is, it's really, affecting you emotionally because these are cups. There's some type of blockage that's happening to you emotionally, that's blocking you from, blocking you or making you have repressed emotions, or, maybe you feel sad, or, some people, maybe you receive bad news, or maybe if you're in a relationship, you broke up, things of that nature. And for some people, it is pregnancy issues, but this is a general read. So some type of emotional blockage. So paired with the Queen of Swords, it's, like I said, it could be you or it could be someone around you. And then for the Eight of Cups, have the the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So with you walking away, some of you could be literally walking away from a job, potentially a bad investment. Maybe you're just not fulfilled with your current job or position or relationship, and you're just, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're putting a lot in and you're not getting a lot out. That could go back to this energy right here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Maybe some of you are being a tad bit impatient. For some of you, on the other hand, you walking away, it could represent some of you guys being very materialistic. Maybe they offered you a certain amount of money and you're just like, no, not me. Like, I need more money than that. So let me get one more card. All right, and then the Two of Cups reverse came out. So it's a lot of cups in this reading. So a lot of emotions. So with the Two of Cups, for some of you, there's some type of relationship that has disharmony. It could be a relationship, a partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be a relationship with actual family member. And, something is just, you're not gelling with a person right now. And I feel like you're almost to the point where you're like, you know what? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many cups that have spilled. So much emotional, I don't want to use the word turmoil, but just so many emotions. And it just seems like you're kind of like at your wit's end. And this is going to resonate, with everybody differently. So I'm going to get a Law of Attraction card. So opportunity. And this one reads, I am always ready to take advantage of opportunities that are presented in front of me. So, with you planning and planning and planning, I mean, that totally makes sense because you never know, from your plans, what's going to develop, or from these Seven of Pentacles. You know, it only takes one, right? If you're applying, it literally only takes one interview. It only takes one phone call, and it can change your financial situation. And honesty, that really goes with your channeled reading. You know, communication is so important. The beginning, first half of March, especially because of the emotions. You know, whenever you're emotional or you're weighed down, you're not really grounded. You're not listening to your intuition. So you may, say things that, you can't take back. So just, watch your words. And if the Queen of Swords doesn't resonate with you, if that's not you, and maybe there's a Queen of Swords in your life or a King of Swords in your life that's not communicating with you in a healthy way, then just remember to, have boundaries. So that pretty much covers your reading. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. All of my contact information is below if you would like a personal reading. And thank you so much for watching.